Hi everyone, it's Tanya and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my new year reading resolutions. So just like everybody, I mean maybe majority of people, I like making resolutions and I like thinking about different goals I would like to achieve in the next year. As it happens, I do not always achieve those resolutions and those goals. So today I thought, okay, so I will make just a few resolutions. I will make them simple, as simple as possible, and I will make them something I have already been thinking about doing for a long time, in order not to be too hard on myself and in order to make them actually achievable. I have only 6 resolutions, my reading resolutions, because I was reflecting on my past reading year, which has been quite good. So far, I think on my Goodreads, I think it's like I read maybe 97, 96 books, so a little bit till 100. I feel like I will not be able to read 100, but it's okay. I was thinking about like my mistakes that I did last year. And based on those mistakes, I kind of created a few of the resolutions for myself. So my first resolution comes from me reflecting on my mistakes. And I was thinking that there were days last year, like it's still 2020, but like this year, that I didn't read at all. There were days when I read a lot and there were days when I didn't read at all, like for a long time. There could be a week when I didn't read anything. I want to make reading something like a habit, something I do on a daily basis. Even if it's just a little bit, there would still be reading in my day. So what I decided, but still it should be an achievable goal. It shouldn't be something that scares me and something that I think I will not be able to do every day. I decided I would set a goal for myself, reading 50 pages every day. So it would be 20 or 30 pages for like our big book club, for the book that we would be currently reading, and then it would be 20 or 30 pages for some other book, so at least 50 pages. If I manage to read more, wonderful. If I don't, 50 pages is good enough. Like good enough. But every day at least 50 pages. So that was my first resolution. So there wouldn't be like weeks when I don't pick up a book, or there wouldn't be like months. There weren't months, but there were like a week, for example, when I didn't read anything. And so the second resolution that comes after that, I should not be afraid of changing books that I am reading. Not necessarily DNFing, but just like putting down, if I understand like I'm not in the mood for this book now, just putting it down and picking up something else. So I wouldn't call it a DNF, because I still would have the intention of coming back to it, but maybe at some different time when I would feel more prepared or just in the mood for this book. I DNF books quite easy. Like I have nothing against DNFing a book, but it is sometimes difficult for me when I understand that I don't want to DNF this book, but at the same time I'm not in the mood for this book right now, and because I'm not in the mood, I'm not reading it. So I thought that I should do it more. If I understand that I'm not in the mood for this book, I just put it down, take a different one, and then I come back to this book when I feel like it. And it would be okay. This is like my second resolution. It's okay to stop in the middle of the book and start reading something else if you feel like it. Resolution number 2 also comes from reflecting on my mistakes. Something I realized, and I feel like a lot of people have this problem these days, especially maybe young people. Social media. I am not bad with Instagram. Like I'm not very much into Instagram. I don't spend much time there. I don't know, Instagram is just not my social media, but I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, booktube videos, different types of videos, a lot of YouTube content, which is great. I want to support creators and I want to watch their videos and I enjoy watching them, but I should do it less, so I would have more time for reading. Because sometimes, like I said, there were days when I didn't read anything. However, I watched a lot of YouTube content and I could have watched less and read at least 10 pages or 20 pages, but I didn't. So yeah, less social media, less scrolling on the internet, less watching YouTube, less watching Netflix, more reading. So prioritizing reading over social media. One more resolution also comes from my reflection, and that is I want to read more Russian books. So in past few years I have been so concentrated on this one goal of improving my English, of learning more English. I have been so like not fixated, but I have been very much like English improvement goal oriented, that I was reading only books in English, translated books or English American literature, but the book had to be in English. And at the same time, I don't want to read Russian books in English. Like, I didn't read translations of Russian books in English because I just don't see the point. Like, the original is always better, and if I can read the original, why would I read a translation? So that's why I just, like, Russian books just have been off my radar for a very long time, and I want to change it. And actually it's because of you, which is I am very grateful to you for, because a few of you actually have been asking for Russian books recommendations, for Russian classics or Russian contemporary books, and because of those comments I kind of started thinking that, like, why I am not reading Russian books? Like, why not? This is my culture, this is my country, this is my language. Why I am not reading those books? So I'm grateful to you for reminding me of that and kind of pushing me to read Russian books and coming back to Russian literature, because I have very high esteem for Russian literature. I genuinely think that it's, I mean, every country has great writers, of course. Every country has great classics. And Russia has too. And the thing with me is that it is, at the same time, it is my culture. At the same time, it is my country, and they are close to me. Whenever I read a Russian book, it feels like coming home. So I should definitely read more Russian books. I should definitely read more Russian classics. So that's one more of my resolutions, reading more Russian books. I will not give you like specific books which I will be reading, because actually I'm planning on doing a video which is like Russian classics to read in the next year. So the video will be coming up somewhere in January. One more resolution comes just from kind of my experience of my past year. I want to follow more literary awards. I want to follow more prizes. Well, obviously I will not be able to follow like all of them, because, you know, buying new books is expensive. It can be a little bit out of my price range. But I was thinking I will be following Booker Prize again for sure, because like this year I have found great books because of this Booker Prize, especially International Booker Prize. I so much enjoyed my experience, especially with the International. I found great books which I wouldn't have found without Booker Prize. So I want to make it a tradition, and I want to participate in more prizes. However, maybe not fully. I was thinking, because again, like I said, buying new books is expensive. I was thinking maybe there would be a long list, and I would buy books which sound interesting to me. So not the whole long list, but just books that sound the most interesting to me, and I would read those. So I'm still thinking about it, because then, like, it's not fully following the price, but at the same time, why read a book if it doesn't sound like your cup of tea, if it doesn't sound like something you would enjoy? However, sometimes books can prove wrong, and, you know, you don't think that you would enjoy it, but you end up enjoying it. So it's, you know, you never know. I guess it will all depend on my financial situation. We will see. But currently I'm planning on participating fully in Booker Prize, at least like the short list, maybe not long list, short list, and then some other prizes, but not fully, just the books that sound the most interesting to me. So we will see. I'm still thinking on like the concept, how would I participate, because, you know, means are limited. One more resolution, actually kinda, it goes a little bit on the other side from my fourth resolution, because I want to buy less books. Like, again, you see, like, they're quite contradictory. I want to participate in prizes, in more prizes, but at the same time I want to buy less books. Don't ask me, do not ask me. Maybe prizes will be an exception of the fifth rule, because I have a lot of physical books on my TBR which I haven't read, like a lot. So I want to prioritize books that I already have. So I guess the rule will be that, okay, buying books for prizes is okay. Buying books in physical stores, you know, in like brick and mortar shops, because I just genuinely enjoy the experience, and it, you know, it makes me feel good. And whenever I understand, like, I feel I need this, like, I need to go to a bookshop just to calm myself down or feel better if I'm upset, or I don't know, if something comes up and I feel that I am upset and I need to relax and I need to go to a bookshop, then I will do it. I will go to a physical bookshop and I will buy a book in a physical bookshop. However, buying less books online, less, because I already have a lot, and so I need to prioritize these books. And this all are great books which I am so incredibly excited about, and I have very exciting video ideas for those books as well. Pretty much for all of them. So I should just do that. I should just read the books that I already have. So that's one more of my resolutions. And the last resolution, I want to read like a full collection of one author's works. So I decided to choose one author, one specific author, and read all of his or her works in this 1 year. So this year I decided that I want to read all works by Gogol. I have read some of his works. I have read Taras Bulba at school. I read Revizor. I don't know Revizor in English. It's his play. So I read Revizor also for school, in school. I read The Overcoat, obviously. Last year, also in January, I read Evenings in the Village of Dikanka. And all of these I enjoyed so much, like, they're great. So I want to read all of Gogol. I didn't read his Dead Souls, I didn't read his Peterburg novellas, and I didn't read Mirgorod. So I have books to explore, and also I need to reread. I want to reread Taras Bulba because it has been so long since I read it. I need to reread Revizor as well. Maybe I will reread Evenings in the Village of Dikanka, because it was last year, but I really enjoyed it, so why not reread it? And it's a great like New Year time read, so I think I will reread it. So yeah, I think this year will be my year of Gogol, when I read all the works by Gogol. There are not that many, by the way. There are not that many, so it's totally doable. I was contemplating about maybe Tolstoy, but I'm like, War and Peace, I read it, but I will need to reread it because it was a long time ago. And then Anna Karenina, and then Resurrection, and they're all so long. I'm like, maybe Tolstoy is not doable for me at this point. So okay, I think like Gogol is one of those Russian writers whom you just have to read. He's this staple Russian writer who's just a must read. So I'm like, okay, Gogol, it will be Gogol. This year is for Gogol. So yeah, these are 6 of my resolutions. I feel like they're doable. So at least 50 pages every day, prioritizing reading over social media, reading more Russian books, follow different prizes, but at the same time buy less books. I know they contradict, but we will just go with it. And read the whole collection of Gogol's works. Let me know in the comments what are some of your New Year reading resolutions. What books you want to read in the new year? Are you excited for your new reading year? I'm super excited. I am always excited for new beginnings. New beginnings, I feel like they're exciting for everybody. New reading year, new reading adventures, new great books to explore. So looking forward. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're looking forward to the new reading year too. I hope you're looking forward to the beginning of our BBB, because soon, just a few days and we will start reading Don Quixote together. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a very good day. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you soon in my next videos. Thank you very much. Bye.